Guys, today is September 22nd. It is the first day of fall. It's actually, I think, at like 1:19 or something. The equinox is equinoxing, whatever. But it's 12:37 p.m. Central Time. Check it out. You guys see me with this white setup. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The white gold is one of my favorite things. Okay, I love yellow gold, but I'm always going to have a space and a place in my heart for white gold. I mean, look at it shine, okay? I think that fads and things go out, they come back in. White gold was super popular when I was in high school, and yellow gold was kind of old fashioned, but now yellow gold's back, and and white gold is, I think somewhere along the line, people start caring about what people think too much, and it flips back. So eventually yellow gold will be, only old people wear yellow gold, and white gold will be like, man, we got to wear white gold. And then it'll be like, well, white gold's too silvery. Well, I'm guarantee you this ain't. Does this look like silver? And even if it was, there's nothing wrong with silver, guys. This is the 18 karat gold white setup. I absolutely love it. When I bought it, everything that I've bought recently is in the mindset of, man, God, that looks good. It's just holding on to it. Even if it's something like, this white gold chain, just having it because gold is going up so much. Since this morning I came to work, guys, gold has gone up like $60. So, yeah. And so, I mean, we're way over that 37. I think it was like a 37.5 for an ounce of gold. So this was something, it was, well, wear it because if you ever wanted to kind of throw like something, like you were wearing the 2 millimeter heavy cable link in yellow, you could kind of pair that up with what I was doing. So I kind of was mixing those colors. Also just thought it would be really good to have white gold because the gold is going up so much. Say if I bought this, just grab it and, throw it in the jewelry box or whatever, safe jewelry box. And if you want to wear it every once in a while, you're like, you know what? I just want a white gold cross on, something just really a thin chain with, a real strong chain with a nice shiny gold cross to it. Because guys, look at it dance. I mean, it's a 2 millimeter and it's going crazy. And then this thing is ultra reflective. I don't know, but I mean, if you're in the car in the summer days when that's coming down on you, it's going to be reflecting right up on your ceiling there. It's one of the most, comfortable chains in the heavy cable link. And I absolutely love this setup. That's why I sold it. That's right. So guys, I'm very, very on the edge about things. But I know that the certain things that I want to keep. So I've always with the 22-inch is my favorite size for pendants. But I don't rock pendants a lot. With that being said, do I like this white gold? Yes, I do. I know me, and it is something that I may regret because, even the pendant, I'm not gonna lie. So the pendants are always more expensive, guys. I bought the pendant, because I love it, 18 karat gold, I mean, come on. But to have this chain, say like in 5 years, you're walking in the mall, you're on a trip somewhere, I'm anywhere, and I see a white gold pendant. It's the same reason why I'd like 18 karat gold, is because if I see a 10 or a 14 or a 22 karat gold pendant, it's not gonna be like one all the way to the other, 14 to a 22, and 22 is gonna be that dark orange where 14 is gonna be that lighter yellow. So, 18 is kind of right there in the middle. So that's, why I love 18. So there you go. The 14 karat, 18 karat wouldn't really matter, I don't think. However, if I'm just walking along someday and I see a white gold pendant, well, I could buy it if I wanted to. I mean, I already have the chains I want and everything else. This guy's just sitting at home. It's like, maybe I've, worn everything else for so long that, go ahead and bust this guy out and wear it for a little bit. And, I had a Friday the 13th, Jason pendant that was 10 karat white gold and diamonds. And I regret selling that. That was so super cool. I was just kind of silly. But I do love this setup. However, out of everything that I own, this is probably going to be the one thing that would get thrown to the end. And the reason why is because, guys, I do have the 3.2 millimeter heavy link. I have the 23 inches. I have the 22 inch Figaro at 3.2 millimeter, and I have a 2 millimeter heavy cable link. The same guy right here, I have an 18 karat. And I had it in 22 karat, and I sold it, and I wanted that chain back. And I was gonna buy it in 22 karat again, because as a smaller chain, it's not that huge of a jump. It's still a big jump, but not that big of one. However, I just thought, again, with 18 karat, match everything else that I had. And I'm glad that I kind of went that way, because I got the 22 karat cross, and I'm being, you know, any kind of pendant, it's gonna make my pendant stand out a little bit more. Yes, do you want them to match? Yes, but you know, I don't know that the pendants are, 22 karat or whatever, they're a little more, they're more gold to them. But at the same time, the 18 karat, may not get dense, or it should last a little bit longer for being a smaller chain. However, I don't have any issues with this. So the tricolor rope that I got from Ricky, I'm gonna keep mentioning it, the 2.3, it's on its way to California, Alex. That chain right there is one of the trickier ones, because that's something that wasn't very expensive. I could have held on to that, and kind of, if I saw something white gold, guys, this is shimmers and shines. I could have got something white gold and thrown it on it. I've worn this on it several times. You could wear rose gold. I really like the way the mini script and everything looked on it. However, I just wanted to go for, straight, what would be, what's something that I'm gonna wear all the time and stuff like that. So I really, really like this. But at the same time, white gold I do not wear very often. So it would be kind of like that Figaro, the 4 millimeter one. Guys, I love that chain, but it would have been in the jewelry box or whatever. And then this every once in a while I would have pulled it out and put it on. And that's okay, because in a year, it probably would have already paid for yourself. And when you put it on, it would have been like, well, this is worth more than what I paid for it. And that's what's gonna happen to this. I sold this to Ryan just now, just set up, and I'm gonna get it shipped out today. So I wanted to go ahead and show you this, guys, because I honestly love the white gold. Now, where I'm at situation-wise in my life, when it comes to this keeping the chain, that's what I would do. I would just keep the chain, put it away. It looks better on black, guys. And I'd put it away, and if I got a white gold pendant, I'd pull it out, right? Or if I wanted to double it up to something. But then I would be selling the pendant. And it's like, well, the only reason you're keeping this white gold chain is in case you found a white gold pendant. So it's just crazy to me. And I'm sitting there thinking, but you know what? You've got this same chain. You're not gonna ever really wear probably these two. You do it very rarely, but you're more likely to wear my 3.2 at 23 inch heavy link, and then one of these like at 22 inches. And I have, the Figaro that I love pairing up with it. And I also have the heavy cable link. And guys, I did order the 22 karat gold Jacoje cross. This is what kind of did it. I ordered the 22 karat gold. It was the first one that I had, the mini, but I also ordered the flooded ones. And then I sold the 22 karat and kept the mini flooded, gave it to my wife, ordered the standard flooded, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're making me the 22 karat mini Boss Cross. So I'll have that in flooded, my wife and I share, and she'll have, just like it's mine, but it's hers as well, the 22 karat. She would ask me one day, can I wear that? I'm not gonna say no. It's the same with her. It's just how it is. Now, there's special pieces of jewelry to her, and I don't ever expect her asking me to wear my 5.5 millimeter Jacoje curve or anything. But this, guys, I'm sitting in here today, like I said, it's the first day of fall, last bit of summer, technically, for the last like 30 minutes here. But it's not super sunny outside. I'm sitting here, I never turn on all the lights in the building because I want to keep it relaxed. But just check that out. So that was kind of that. It was, I really, really like the white gold. I think if I was gonna rock the white gold, it would be a Figaro, because that's just my favorite chain, or even the ropes. But I would say probably the Figaro if I was going to get a, white gold just to wear solitaire. it was cool wearing it paired up. However, I just don't want to put it in a drawer. I guys, one of the things about me selling jewelry here is I hate that it's, you know, with getting scrapped or melted. I'd rather it be out there. It has a story to be able to live. You know, Daniel Jewelry Inc., places like that, when they get the scrap gold, they're melting it and they're making it into new jewelry. And that, you know, legacies of everybody that ever wore that stuff, it's just continuing. It's crazy. But that was kind of that. If, you know, I had decided, you know, I like this, but I actually really love the white gold, you know. But how often am I going to wear it? And I would just probably rather, for me, have that 22 karat gold. And being that I did pair this up with the, in a video this morning with yellow gold flat link, that Figaro. But that's one of my styles with the other one. And I'm not wanting to go excessive. That's the whole point of these videos the last month, was to, what do I really want? What do I know I'm going to keep? What do I know that's not going to change? You know, because things have changed over the years. What has been the one consistent? Where am I going? Because, you know, we all had that thrive to get the biggest chain that we've ever seen in our lives or whatever, and be wearing that and these 181 gram chains and whatever. But, you know, simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. So I appreciate everything. I didn't list this on the Try Truth. I do list stuff on the Try Truth, guys, but most of the time I'll know, there's a few people that I've dealt with, I can just message them and it's an easy deal. You know, Ryan's already sent me the money. I've got his address here. And so I literally just need to look at my phone and see how he wanted me to ship, because that's another thing. Guys, Daniel Jewelry Inc. Just got the email that they were going to ship out Saturday or Monday, but it wouldn't matter. I'd either get it Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, I told them that I appreciated it on the phone. I talked to Prince, how much I love those guys and their work, and that I was going to pay for overnight, even though I know I wouldn't get it on Sunday because, you know, there are obvious reasons. But it's like, I'm not even going to try, because all the trouble I had with Zelle, and well, they overnighted it anyways. And so I am super appreciative. That means my wife can go pick it up tomorrow instead of me, and she's super appreciative. Thank you, baby. And that means on Wednesday, on my day off, I don't have to do that. So guys, it's been a blessing. Again, do I recommend this? Yes, 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. If I had every single thing taken care of right now, and, you know, and this was a year later, I would have bought this, and that's what I've done. I would have rocked it for a little bit, and I would probably put it in a drawer, and I would have watched gold spike like it's spiking now, because I know that this will probably be paid for in no time. And Ryan, I think you got a good deal. I hope that you love it, my friend. And guys, just have a really blessed day. It's Monday. I don't know when you're watching this, but it doesn't really matter. Just have a really good day. And this is what white gold looks like on a white tee, in case you're wondering. This thing right here, though, for you guys that are hating on white gold, guys, it might just shine more than yellow. Might. Platinum or white gold, rocking the early 2000s.